Krau, code number 00. Standing by. All systems online. Let's go, Siegfried.
Hey, welcome back everybody. If you are new to this channel, go ahead and click subscribe so you'll be able to see the next video related to Epic 7 updates and contents. Now let's talk about ML Krau, a character that everybody wants, that everybody been saving their mystic medals for, a character that looks badass, a character that looks like Ghost Rider clone. Alright, Ghost Rider Krau. Last Rider Krau is a light element unit and he's a knight. He is a wild card, so be careful because he can do anything. So let's go over his skill set first to see if he's OP or not in order to consider whether to summon for him or is it just a hype up. Alright, his third skill, Mobile Weapon Siegfried, which attacks all enemies before giving his team immunity buff for 2 turns. This skill could penetrate enemy defense but cannot trigger critical hit. The damage dealt increases proportional to his max HP. Also, damage dealt increases every time this skill is used and stack up to 3 times. Now this skill initially has a 7 turns cooldown. You could lower the skill by 1 turn cooldown by using Molagora. And also if you use the Soul Burn, the skill cooldown got decreases by 2 turns. In my opinion, this skill is somewhat similar to the regular Krau third skill, except now it does AoE damage, and the more you use it, the more deadly it becomes. The nice thing about this skill is that it's easy to get the HP equipment for him to make him shine, seeing the skill scale with his HP, and also ignore the enemy defense. I say it's deadly for PvP and considering average for PvE content or somewhat useless, I say, because it doesn't provide him any shield or heal his HP back or anything. Now his second skill, code number 00, what it does is after he suffers from an AoE attack, all of his skill cooldown get decreases by 1 turn and grant a barrier to all of his allies for 1 turn. The barrier strength scale with his max HP and could only activate once per turn. So this skill would only come in handy if your PvP or PvE enemies focus on using AoE skill or cleave. Again, this skill is not truly OP, which I think is fair in my opinion. This skill is to prevent PvP team that using cleave to kill your team. As for PvE content, is situational to me, though I notice many big raid bosses often use AoE skill, so this skill might come in handy and add an extra support to the main healer. And lastly, his first skill, Punishment, which attack enemies and grant himself a speed buff for 1 turn. The damage dealt scale with his max HP. Well, this skill purpose is to give him more turns attack, which lower the cooldown of his third skill in order for him to use it again. However, if you go with the speed set, his third skill would only do a moderate amount of damage, while using the HP set, the damage could be noticeable. This skill is so and so to have while waiting for his third skill cooldown. Okay, should you summon for him? Well, there are a few things you need to question yourself before pulling. 1. Are you into badass looking characters? 2. Are you a loyal fan of Krau? 3. Do you like slow characters? And 4. Are you in need of someone to counter cleave meta? Well, if your answer is yes to all of the question above, then yeah, go for it. Summon him, even if it's going to be a pity summon. Okay folks, subscribe to my channel to see my upcoming video related to Epic 7 updates. I'll see you in the next video.